Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Hebrews 11:1. Can you guys guess what we are talking about today? Yes, we are talking about faith. You got to have faith. So, my divines, I am so excited, so pumped, because I am going to love sharing my pearls of wisdom with you guys on faith. So, stay tuned right here on Davian's Dish, because it's about to go down. Right here, right now on Davian's Dish. Have you ever been knocked so far back, so far down, that in that moment you said to yourself, it cannot end like this. This is not it. It cannot end like this. Only to realize, eventually you realized that not only did it not end like this, it began like this. This is where faith comes in. It's like when we cannot literally see or literally touch what it is that we are going after, what it is that we want, what we hope for, we lose faith. But it's like, how ironic is that? Because as I previously mentioned, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So by its very nature, by its biblical definition, faith is something that we cannot see. We have faith in things that we cannot see at the time, at the moment. So it's like when we can't see things, we get so down, so disappointed, so depressed that we lose faith. It's like that's the very reason why it's called faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. Now listen, this is my outlook on faith. So the Bible also tells us that faith without works is dead. Are you somebody who operates on mass amounts of faith and nothing more? Or are you somebody who operates on mass amount of working, due diligence, putting effort into it and nothing more? Because listen, faith is absolutely useless if you do not back it up with work, with actions. I understand that that sounds like a really strong assertion that faith is useless if you don't back it up with actions, but Jesus himself, he said faith without works is dead, aka useless. Similarly, hard work will just not suffice unless you have a measure of faith, because you need an end goal in mind, right? I mean, with that, and faith has to be in your heart. But what happens when you feel like you have put in just the right amount of work and that you have just the right amount of faith and your desired results still elude you? I don't know about you, but I have been there, done that, and it absolutely sucks. It's so frustrating when you feel like you have enough faith and you feel like you put enough work in and you don't get where you want to be, where you want to go. You don't get your end results. It's in these moments, and I can absolutely attest, it is super easy to start blaming God for our perceived failure. But listen, guys, we cannot proceed to blame God, blame the universe, blame anybody else except for ourselves, because more times than not, it is we ourselves who get ourselves into these problems, into these situations that we find ourselves in, right? But the good news is, with just the right amount of faith and just the right amount of hard work, we can get ourselves out of these problems too. We got ourselves in it, we can do it. However, you have got to make up your mind, and with conviction, that nothing is going to stop you from reaching your end goal, your end result, what you hope for. To me, unstoppable in this context, it means doing whatever you need to do by whatever means necessary, within the law and all that jazz. But whatever you need to do to get it done, that is what unstoppable is. Because you know what? There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be things that set us back. There's going to be things that knock us down to the ground. But you can still say that you're unstoppable because you're not going to quit. You're not going to give up. That makes you unstoppable. However, you cannot become unstoppable until you have made it up in your mind that you're unstoppable. That's like the first thing that you need to do. Make it up in your mind with conviction. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And there's nothing that's going to stop me. And, don't just take my word for it. What I would really encourage you to do right now is think back to a time when you set a goal for yourself. You had a goal, you had a dream that you wanted to achieve. Think back to that time. Think back to the journey of that time. I mean, can you feel the disappointments that you had? Can you see the setbacks? Can you remember what it was like as you were going through your journey trying to reach this goal that you had set for yourself? Can you feel the determination that you had? The determination and sheer willpower that you had? Can you see the obstacles that you faced and that you eventually conquered? Can you see the setbacks that you had? Can you see the unwanted challenges that occurred on your journey? Unwanted and uninvited challenges that you had to overcome on your journey. Despite all of that, you reached your goal. Now, I don't care who you are or what you believe in, faith, by some measure, was absolutely with you on your journey. In fact, I would suggest that it was faith that picked you up, dusted you off, and saw you through to the finish line. So listen up, divine, beautiful people. That's how we have to be. That's how we must be in everything and anything when it comes to our lives, when it comes to something we want, when it comes to wondering where God is, when it comes to wondering how we're going to get out of this, when it comes to wondering if your heart is ever going to be whole again. This is the type of faith we must operate in if you want to see your results, if you want to see your hope be transitioned into something tangible. Faith is seeing yourself fulfill your goal. Faith is knowing that no matter what comes your way, you will get to your end result. It may not be in the time frame that you originally thought it would be in, but faith means that no matter what, you will stick to it. No matter what you see, no matter how you feel, you will stick to it, because the Bible says that God does not operate how we do. Like, God's vision is not our vision. So of course we cannot see what God can see. Faith is proofless at that time, because in actuality, faith is not proofless, is it? Because as we went back on that journey, did you see where your faith stepped in? Did you see how God answered your prayer, your goal, your result, whatever it was? You see, faith, it's not proofless, but in that moment it is. And finally, you guys, I just want to close with this. All of us know what we don't want in life. We just do. So we know what type of husband, what type of wife, what type of girlfriend, what type of boyfriend, what type of car, what type of house, what type of clothes, what type of job, what type of career, what type of life we do not want. So if we already instinctively know what we don't want, wouldn't it make more sense to put all of that time, energy, and focus onto what we do want? So, I just encourage you guys for the next couple of days, even for the next week, when you're living your life, when you're, just doing your thing, doing you, think about all of the times that you are thinking to yourself, oh no, I don't want this, I don't want that, this is what I don't want, I have what I don't want, I'm doing what I don't want to do. Try to take a mental note of that and try to figure out how much energy, time, and focus you are putting towards the things that you don't want as opposed to the things that you do want. Because when you begin to put more focus, more time, more energy, more determination, more value on the things that you want, your life will change. I promise you that. So you guys, living in a bubble, especially in this day and age, is not a great thing. We want to be more open-minded. We don't want to be so closed-minded, so narrow-minded. However, I would assert that in this instance, in a bubble is the best place to be when I'm talking about faith. Live in your bubble when it comes to faith. live in your bubble when it comes to working within your faith. And I promise you, your life will change. You will see positive growth, positivity coming into your life, flowing into your life. Okay, you guys, I really hope you got something out of this today. I mean, faith, this is one of my favorite ones that I've done. I absolutely love faith. There's just so many aspects, so many things that tie us to faith, that are tied to faith. We've got to have faith in life. You have to have it. You got to have faith, the faith, the faith. So if you guys got something out of this today, give me a big like, hit the like button, and share it. Because you know there is somebody on your friends list or your friend's friends list who needs to hear this message, who needs faith right now. So share it. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am just continuing to build a community where we can come and converse and draw inspiration and hope and faith from one another. Hopefully, you guys, I will see you on Friday, but if not, I will see you next Wednesday. Bye! Mwah!